here we are. Misery Loves Company.
Yay.
April 26th. Okay, so I got to do some shout-outs. No, because I listen to everybody else's show. I just did Bert Kreischer's show, and
right.
I had to listen to that because he's been delaying my release of my show, my episode.
Why do you think that is?
So I asked Chad, who's like pretty tight with Bert, and I go, "What's going on, Chad? I thought he might bury it." So then Chad goes, listen to the first 5 minutes of Bert's episode this week.
Okay.
And so he basically explained the situation. But, they do, he tapes it, and then he does does commercials, and he does any fucking explanations of things. Yeah, could you imagine getting a commercial?
No.
Mud pie.
Mud pie, Sleepy's mattress.
So anyway, So, no, the reason he said he can't run my show till next week because he had to check. Because, I think he was getting tagged a lot. People tagging a lot saying, where's the fucking episode? So, I think he addressed it without any provocation other than people tagging him. So, I appreciate all the fans demanding.
Sure.
Because if you demand it, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
We're not black people at Starbucks, but sometimes if you demand shit, they'll step up. So anyway, he said,
"I gotta take a piss." Oh no!
So he said, he said he had to.
We're just waiting for some friends.
He had to check to make sure his Netflix deal was.
You. Is that right?
No.
Really? Yeah, he had to check to make sure his Netflix deal was still in place before.
Make sure that the check cleared first.
Yeah, no, I guess to make sure it was everything was in place. I think he's half kidding and half not kidding because I did say some shit about that. Anyway, so
your shout outs.
No, but it just goes to show how fucking people why are you guys doing Patreon? Because it's because we're not going to get commercials because you already said the fucking N-word in character. But we're 30 seconds in and he drops the N-bomb.
I don't think there was an N-word.
I did not say nigger. Before we get off,
we got to take this out. Anyway, I got to do some shout outs.
Yeah, do your shout outs now. Get out of the way.
I got the guy. We didn't do Burning Bridges on Monday, so I was going to do it on Monday. But
I was there.
There was a guy whose birthday. He's a big fan of the show. He's not actually his friend. She said she's doing it as a big favor because he was pissed at her. Alexis Strong.
Yeah, Alexis.
She asked me to do a birthday shout out to Othello Bucharab.
Othello Bucharab.
To be or not to be. Is that the wrong? Isn't Othello like a Shakespeare?
It sounds Shakespearean almost.
Sounds like a Bucharad his last name.
Am I right?
So
that's pretty good.
I thought it was a fake name, but anyway,
people still named Othello.
His name's Othello.
That's a weird first name.
I asked. I checked 7 times.
For this century.
Othello Bucharab. I think his birthday was the 25th, which was yesterday. This show's not coming out till the 27th.
No.
But and I think it was Kumi's birthday yesterday too. Oh. So shout out to
64 years young.
I don't know how old Kumi is, but I don't doubt Othello's 64. Could you imagine if the guy was 64 with a name like that?
Well, he had to be
crazy pussy.
No one's
because you got to be a little bit older to get all that Shakespeare
I'm Othello,
pussy.
Right?
Because the kids
speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you.
The kids
trippingly on the tongue.
Kids aren't impressed with the Shakespeare.
No, yeah,
the young kids, the millennials. Anyway, and then Alexis made a small donation.
Thanks, Alexis.
I was going to do it anyway. Then she made a small donation.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, and then I got another one. So happy birthday, Othello. She said he's a super big fan.
Cool.
Anyway, who isn't?
Yeah. Good.
And then also I want to give I'm behind on this week. This guy, I did a shout out for him before. He's got a great podcast, the Scorched Earth.
Easy for you to say.
Podcast. Jermaine Para. Listen to his podcast.
All right, the Scorched Earth podcast.
And I was supposed to do that last week, so he's like, "Hey, He was almost like I hear like Jimmy Martinez. What's up, motherfucker?
Well, hey, come on, man.
No, when people start sweating me, like, hey, you said you're going to do this last week, I get like real fucking panicky.
Right.
Anyway,
he's got Scorched Earth.
He's got a great podcast, Scorched Earth.
Where's the guy live? Do you know? Do you know where he lives?
The Scorched Earth podcast. He lives on the West Coast.
Okay.
Jermaine Para.
All right.
And I'll tweet it out too because he sent me the link, but I can't really. Obviously, I can't fucking do the link over the phone.
No. HTTP.
So listen to his podcast. Also, I want to give a shout out to.
What do you got?
To what the fuck am I looking for?
I don't even know. It's like watching my grandfather. Go ahead. Pop at channel 35. Pop.
No, I was thinking I was going to do a shout out because these guys have been trolling for a while.
Who do we have?
And the fake Neil Brennan.
Oh yeah,
he's at Neil. He spells Neil wrong. He spells Brennan wrong. He spells it. I guess there's a couple. There's so many Neil Brennan trolls that he's got.
There's a lot of fake Neil Brennans.
Can't even. So he spells it Neil Brennan and then all E's. So BRENNEN and then one. But he goes by Neil Brennan. He uses Neil Brennan picture.
Okay.
But then he retweeted. I just was looking at tweets. He retweeted a Limp Lenny Marcus tweet.
Okay.
So I'm like, these guys.
It's like
I don't know if it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's like a universe out there.
I don't know if they're all. If it's the same guy retweeting his own tweet. It's like what Riotcast used to do. Like Rob Sprance would like put out a tweet and then he would retweet it as Riotcast.
It'd be great if it was
And
actually Lenny.
Lenny would do that too. Lenny would put out a tweet and then he would as Lenny Marcus and then retweet it as Misery Loves Company.
It'd be great.
Misery Loves Company. So anyway, shout out to Limp Lenny Marcus.
Limp Lenny Marcus. It'd be great if it was actually the real Lenny. That'd be funny. Anybody?
Hilarious.
Thank you.
Limp Lenny Marcus. He's at Piggly Wiggly Junior 1.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are creative.
I thought these guys went out of business because I hadn't seen them for a while. And I haven't been on Twitter as much the last couple of days, but I thought, oh shit, did these guys get busted? Because eventually they get busted. So I'm giving them a shout out before they get busted.
Right? They get suspended.
No, because if you're the guy, if you're Lenny Marcus,
right?
But I guess he can say he's not Lenny Marcus. He's Limp Lenny Marcus.
Right?
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
It's like
Anyway.
dumb Starbucks.
And then the next day he can be damp Lenny Marcus. Like who cares?
Right.
Like he can just kind of like you can just keep making.
That's a good thing about being a troll because even if they cancel your thing, you just get another name.
Damp Lenny Marcus.
Like
Lenny Marcus.
if you're known, like when they suspend your account. You know how fucking Ari Shaffir got suspended. He got deleted. He got suspended indefinitely.
Did he really?
What happened?
His fucking agent called Twitter and they got him back on. So he didn't lose any of it. He didn't lose any of it.
An industry professional.
Can you believe that? Even CAA can fucking can contact Twitter because you think you can't even contact Twitter. Like you have to go to their office. Where's their office? Like
number?
It's like finding a fucking after hours club in New York. You have to know.
Knock 3 times.
Yeah, knock 3 times.
Yeah. Hey, who's our guest today, by the way?
Frank, how you say your last name?
Liotti.
Frank Liotti.
Frank Liotti.
He's a man's man, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Homosexual.
No, he's like a real macho, tough fucking. You're like a bear?
Yeah, you're a bear.
No,
right?
I'm just a man. I'm not a bear.
No, you're a bear. Cool. You mind if we call you a bear?
But do you like
Brian's so inappropriate. Brian touches him on the inner thigh.
Brian made a pass at me before we
before we even started the show. I said, "Don't do that."
Hashtag,
and
after I did it.
Me too.
No, what I'm supposed to say before? I'm supposed to anticipate you're going to touch a guest on the inner thigh before you even fucking met him.
I feel like at this point it kind of
Pheromones.
goes without
So
saying.
I said, Brian, I don't think that's appropriate because. And then Frank goes, "Why? Because I'm gay."
Just pretend like I'm a girl with a really fucked up shape, Brian, and I'll talk you through it.
I will titty fuck you.
Yeah, fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, shoot
So
on
do you
my
like?
neck, boy.
All right, let's talk. Do you like other big guys or
No.
which? You like twinks?
No, I don't know. I like
guy,
people who aren't affected. That's what I would say. Like most
AIDS?
people.
You're talking about AIDS?
No, not infected. Affected.
Affected.
Right.
Oh, not like hi.
No, I kind of if I don't get past it the cellar soon, I want AIDS. I want someone to inject me with infected semen.
Excuse me. This mimosa has
Wow,
too
you're
much
gonna
orange
fit
juice
in
in
great
it.
here. Holy shit.
He wants to get AIDS.
Oh,
Forget
relax!
AIDS.
It's just
Hey, I got-
jokes, Alex. Come on.
Who's got Modi's number?
You want, oh, is he gay?
Too soon.
No!
No, we're joking.
Of course we are.
I just saw Ray Allen the other day goes, speaking of the cellar, Ray Allen goes, because he's getting all cocky because of that Comedy Central, the Comedy Cellar show on Comedy Central. And Ray's walking in all cocky.
That's
sitting
not
at
really like a sure thing yet, though.
No, they
Isn't that just
picked it
kinda-
up, but it's.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Comedy, but it's like 8 episodes. Comedy Central's a joke anyway.
Yeah.
But he's getting all cocky. He goes, a lot of people aren't happy with you, Kevin.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he was drunk.
Like he had to tell you that?
No,
He felt
I
like
know.
he had to tell you
No, I know. He's acting all tough. I go, I'll take on all you Jews.
I'm gonna do you a little favor. People are
so many Jews. How
Line
many
'em
Jews
up.
does it take to beat up Kevin Brennan? At least 8.
Like they're like Voltron. They all like
Yeah, they're
combine.
not. They're not. Even the Jews that you think, okay, you might be able to fight a little. They still don't fight because it's just not what they do.
Well, the thing about fighting is the person's got to hit you first. That's all that matters, and then you can fight
any
them.
fight or me?
Any fight. I'm saying if someone's just got to hit you first, and then you can fight them back. And
Why can't I hit them first?
Well, because then you get like a charge for assault.
Oh, right.
Like
right.
this is in general. I'm just saying in general in a fight.
Because they could be
That's why I'm very
self-defense, right?
cocky. Hello.
You fight a lot?
I would fight. I have fought.
You fought?
Oh yeah, I fought.
No, you
not
haven't.
recently. Oh yeah, not recently. But But my problem with fighting is I feel like if you're going to fight somebody, you have to kill them. So I feel like you can't really fight. I don't want to fight because if I fight you to really win the fight, you've got to die. So I don't do it.
Yeah,
Plus,
but,
I can't really.
yeah, but nobody fights like that. I mean, you only fight like that if you're like a kid and you're in a gang or whatever. You don't fight to the death.
You know what I used to love? Colin Quinn he played the regular Joe or something on SNL, and he goes, I was in a gang. We were called the Coronets. we did a lot of pinocchling. Just made me laugh.
Brian's the best because when he gets around people he admires, he won't let them talk.
Yeah.
Like when he had Colin Quinn on, he wouldn't let Colin talk.
That's true.
He just kept telling him about his apartment in Park Slope because he tries to impress people.
And
then they're just like, this guy, and Colin basically said nothing that whole episode. He's like, yeah Park Slope. He would just go, yeah, I used to Park Slope. Yeah.
Pretty good.
It was like our big get.
So then,
get.
we get him over there, and Brian's like slobbering all over. He's like, Brian, it's funny. Like I always get these people out of my show that are gigantic star fuckers. Like Liz, gigantic star fucker. Lenny, gigantic.
Sure.
Lenny will fuck Leslie. I almost said Linda. Leslie Jones, like you got to be very committed to star
That's like
fucking.
the ultimate, when you'll set
but
aside.
then he apparently he was when he called into Jim and Sam the other day, he was like a blabbering idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard that
because you get all nervous, right? And then you just blabber.
I admire
Nick DiPaolo,
the
you
show.
know Nick DiPaolo,
Nick DiPaolo, yeah, he got
fired
from
Sirius
show
XM. Sirius XM.
From
So
the show. I think the show was called "I Hate Niggers." Oh wait, that was a subtitle. Anyway, he's a little on that side of the issue.
Fingers. I hate the niggers.
I'm sorry I said that, but I couldn't.
It's all right.
No,
He's
but
a fucking Kindle anyway.
as long as you're sorry.
Brian calls in to Jim and Sam to give his take. Like nobody fucking needs to take, but apparently he was a blabbering idiot. He talked for 5 minutes and said nothing.
It was funny because I had just jerked off, and when I came, I was sitting in my little office chair.
You sit in your own goo?
You
didn't even clean up?
I have a T-shirt, and I
got a T-shirt.
Yeah, the T-shirt I wear for the day before, I usually come in that. And
where's that?
And you're in a big load too, Frankie.
Is that
okay, come on.
All right,
you take it off. You take the
the
T-shirt.
shirt I wear
take
for
it
the day
off
before.
first.
That's usually my like.
It's on the floor?
It's become tea.
Really?
And,
your shirt's on the floor?
And I wrap my mighty dong around the T-shirt, and I jerk off into the T-shirt for the day before. It's already dirty.
Wait, now into the T-shirt. What do you mean by into the T-shirt?
I mean, like I use
just
it like
wrap it like
I
a
fuck it like
tourniquet.
like a pussy.
Really?
T-shirt to clean up ejaculate.
Well,
no,
I actually fuck the T-shirt.
No, he's saying
Doesn't
he
it-
fucks the T-shirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
wrap
fuck
it
the
around like a
T-shirt?
turban.
That's what I'm curious about.
So now, after that, when you fuck your wife, you have to stick a T-shirt up her
Right, you
snatch.
can't
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Get
All right,
hard.
or I've got to have I've got to have Aladdin playing in the background. Thank you.
Doesn't it stain the T-shirt though? If
Yeah, I feel like that would
I have
discolor.
a very high-end washer and dryer. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh my God, you're fucking relentless. His money shaming has no end.
Right.
I just jerked off, and then I know the number for Jim and Sam by heart for some reason. It's like 866-969-1969, and I called and I said, "Hey, I'm Brian McCarthy," and they put me right on. I said, "Mizrael's company, whatever." And then Jim was like, "Is this really that blind guy, Brian?" And I said,
No, because he met you, so now he knows you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
now he knows you're blind, and he knows
Right.
like whatever.
Yeah.
He
So
met
where
you
to
at the
go from
cellar.
there?
He didn't
So
like him. He didn't like him.
"Yeah."
But Norton didn't like him. But
Nor does like anybody.
But I could see you making him nervous
Yeah, I
doing your
could see
tap
that.
dance for
Yeah.
people.
Right. My little
Tap dance.
little bloated
Your
alcoholic
perpetual
tap dance.
dance for approval.
I know.
Yeah,
Daddy
he
loved me. Daddy loved
no,
me.
he was a mess that day. Then Colin was there, then
Yeah.
Norton showed up, and then Kumia showed up.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
once
Oh,
Kumia
yeah.
showed
Oh,
up,
yeah.
I didn't get the fuck out because I knew Brian was going to
Oh,
just
yeah. I was
it was
I
going to
was-
be like porn where he just unzips his
Yeah.
fly and starts taking because he was drunk and all
Yeah.
fucking
I was a little. I
all
wasn't-
star fuckered up and
Yeah,
and he was
I know.
trying to impress Norton with his dumb one puns and because
Yeah.
Norton was there to do Chip, but he wasn't Chip yet, so
Yeah.
he's still Norton, and Norton has no tolerance for any jokes. You know?
I told Norton, I said, "I'm such a big fan of yours. You should call me Ceiling."
I feel like you got to know him to joke around with him.
No, even if you know him, like he's on the air, he's
like
fine,
not-
but off the air,
yeah.
he doesn't.
I don't feel like we have ever shared a humorous moment. Ever.
Yeah, but he really likes you as Chip.
Right,
He
but I
loves
think
you as Chip.
But he's like when
Adam-
he's off, he just shuts off.
Yeah.
Could you say that about anybody you've ever talked to in your life? You're gonna put that on Jim, really?
What, say it about anybody? What do you mean?
I'm just saying Adam's
He's
never
just
been
saying,
funny
no,
with
I'm saying-
anybody. So like, his giant caterpillar eyebrows.
He loved him as Chip because he was always
Right.
making fun of him.
Yeah.
And Adam's good natured, so he just
Sure.
rolls with the
I don't mind
punches,
that.
you know.
He's a good
But he was like, I mean, he was. I was not embarrassed because it was the snow day and I was with my son. So I just whenever Brian, like normally I'd be like. I just kept saying to those guys, he can't stop himself. He can't. He was like, he's drunkish, and he can't. But I could just focus on my son when it got really awkward. I would have to be like, oh. So then, but when Kumi was there, I just had to get the fuck out because it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But he just can't help himself.
Because Tim Norton has leaky windows. He has window problems in his apartment, and I know.
Yeah, but you don't need. The fans don't need to know that.
But no, he talks about it on the air. He on his show.
On-the-air
So I said, well, those windows must be a real pain.
That's pretty
You said
good.
it on the air. You said it when you called in.
At the table, I said.
Oh, but what did you say on the air?
Oh, on the air, I just said.
Did you make any jokes?
No, I enjoyed the show. And then I plugged Burning Bridges, and that was it. Congratulations to you guys for the show. I'm not surprised Nick got fired because he's a racist, fucking weird right wing guy, and you do that kind of shit, you're automatically going to alienate half of the audience.
And that's Brian's opinion, not mine.
Of course.
I think Nick is pretty even keeled. Somebody called into Nick. Somebody called into Nick, and they called in Nick, and they go, when are you going to have Brennan on? And he goes, I'll tell you something about Brennan. And he went over every feud we've had for the last 20 years. And he was totally on point.
Right.
So I respected that. He basically got all the details right. It was pretty impressive, 'cause
Absolutely.
He's like the Italian and the Irish. You never forget any fucking
Irish Alzheimer's.
any feud.
That's right.
Anyway, let's focus on Frank.
Hey, wait a minute. Is
Frank.
DePaulo, is his show different from his stand-up? Is it more
No, it's the
offensive
same
than his
kind of-
stand-up?
No, it's more political.
Yeah,
he
it's more
does.
political.
Yeah, he does a lot. He hates Obama for some reason.
Right.
for some reason.
He hates Obama. He hates Hillary. Everybody hates Hillary.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people like Obama. That's the thing about Obama. Like a lot of people like Obama.
I
you
like
know?
Obama.
So I thought Obama was great. So Obama's like great. You ever see him in those fucking correspondence dinners? He fucking kills.
kills.
Like,
Yeah,
he's a better stand-up than he's like Lenny and Neil. No, I mean he has a better natural stand-up than like 98% of like stand-ups I know.
Right.
He's just fucking good. He knows how to do a joke. He knows how to time it. He's just very good. So anybody who's that good at stand-up and that's also a good politician is pretty impressive to me.
And I would love to fuck Michelle Obama.
I think she's hot.
Yeah, me too.
you know?
I'm with you.
A lot of people
big,
said she's
big ass.
Yeah.
I would eat that ass.
Yeah, I'd be like that fucking.
I would get in there.
That
Cersei.
first ass. I'd be like, yeah.
All right.
First
Dum,
ass.
dum, dum, dum.
I'd say this is not my first brown ass, but it's pretty goddamn good.
And
First
his
lady,
kids
yeah.
are probably like over 18 now, right?
No, his
no.
kids aren't attractive.
Leah is in
think that
college,
they're-
so she's over 18.
No, she's
All
cute.
right.
She's
But
One's in
Sasha's
college.
probably not.
So, Frank, when's the last time you fucked a woman?
19,
Go ahead.
80.
Did you put in your journal?
Did I put it? No, I don't have a journal.
No, did you put it in that journal?
No, I put it on her face. What do you mean?
Wow.
Fucking Frank.
Oh, what
No,
the
I'm
fuck?
saying-
Everybody
man.
else
No,
is saying
did
like
you
the
say-
N-word and shit. What's
Yeah,
that?
you're right.
No,
No, did
no.
you? Did
You're
you
in the
know
same
it
place.
was like
You're
a
in a-
momentous time, like
No,
your
but
last?
it's like that would be like me asking you when was the last time you fucked a man. It's just like not a
When
natural.
was
today?
it? When was
What's
the last
today?
time?
What time is
Hampton
it?
Inn, Maspeth, Queens.
Sheridan, Wyoming.
The women in Ohio are not real good looking. No, the women in Ohio are very.
look
I was
like
in
Frank.
Akron. They were not. They
Before
were
that
not
Matthew
good
Shepard
looking.
kid was murdered, he had this little feminine sort of lilt to his hair.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't.
gonna fucking get hate mail for
So,
that.
so you for a
oh
while
my
you thought you were
God.
bisexual.
No, for like 5 minutes.
Right.
And then
No,
what-
I was always really lucky because I had blue collar Italian American parents that were unlike any other parents I knew. They were just so cool. They weren't.
Right.
They left the Catholic Church before.
You
I
want to
was
suck a
born.
cock, suck a cock. I don't give a fuck.
I was
Pass
just
the
eat your
manicotti.
pasta.
Yeah, I was a good kid. They weren't like that at all. They were. She was more like that than he was.
Right. Hey,
He
Well, you
was
have
like
brothers and sisters.
two much older sisters,
And
17 and 13
they're
years
straight?
older. The oldest one is the middle one is straight, and the oldest one is straight to the ground, 6 feet under.
Oh, she passed.
Sorry.
She passed. That's okay. I've lost 4 people. That's that's when I started.
And how old are you, Frank?
Excuse me?
How old are you?
I'm 31. I'm 43.
That's all right. It's fine.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys are like the same age. I can see you guys maybe having a thing.
I don't know. I don't think.
I could, yeah.
Do you bottom easily?
Do you
Easily.
only top?
I mean, honestly, it's been a really long time since
you
I've
fucked
had
somebody in the
sex
ass?
like that.
Really?
I love that we're
Fucked somebody
talking
up the ass.
logistics already.
A really long
No,
time.
you know what's weird? I didn't know this
Like
because
full
I
on anal. Do you guys do straight anal or no? Like anal with women?
Ew,
I
gross.
don't.
No.
I do anal with women, but not with my wife. If you know what I'm saying.
Is
No,
she
but
white?
He's a gentleman.
Is she white?
No.
Your wife?
No.
No,
no.
God forbid.
God, no.
Wait a
Kevin's so full of self-loathing about being white. Like remember Star 80 when Eric Roberts spits in the mirror? Like every time Kevin's in the shower,
But he also,
spits
what
in
the fuck? How do people in that movie Star 80, they see like a bench press in his garage and they're like, oh my God. I don't understand. How did everybody know what that homemade thing in Star 80 was?
I
The
think
thing
we're
that he
losing
shot?
some listeners.
Oh, sorry. All right. It's like a
Star
thing.
80.
Star
It was
80,
a great movie, though.
Yeah.
No, but what I want to say, because I didn't notice, because people just don't know. But when guys have sex,
Yeah.
you always think they do it from behind, but they don't. The guy has to hold his legs back, right?
No,
And
there's a lot of different positions. It's not just one.
no, but I thought it was.
That
I
depends.
thought you would like when
Like it has to be from behind.
no, when people do anal when they're straight, they usually do it from behind like
Yep.
that way. But guys don't do it like that. The guy has to hold he has to
Anal
go-
missionary.
Yeah, he has
it's
to
not-
hold his legs
No,
back.
it wouldn't have anything necessarily to do with logistics like that. I think it would just be whatever they enjoy more. It's not like,
But who would enjoy holding their legs back when they get fucked in the ass? Is my question. Nobody.
lots of
No.
men. You're just
yeah.
you're not submerged in the gay community.
Not yet.
I like anal
It's
missionary.
early.
It's early. It's early in the show.
It's the afternoon.
I like
There's
anal.
a whole day ahead of us.
I like anal missionary because I like to do a lot of
Anal
tongue
missionary?
Yeah, I like a lot of tongue kissing while I'm fucking a guy in the ass. I get
Oh,
his
yeah.
legs up.
No, well, that's what it's for, right? So
Yeah.
for the intimacy of
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I would think so, but
pull his hips to you.
I do it
get
for the eye
deep.
contact.
What do you mean? You would
Yeah,
think
I-
so?
okay.
well, I heard that, like, in other words,
You
there's
heard.
some positions. Well, no, because this I don't
From a
know. I don't
friend.
know if this is true because I
Go ahead.
don't like anything inside of my like that. But like
see.
Clinton's dick supposedly pointed down.
Uh-huh.
They say that that's better for anal.
Because it hits the prostate.
Yes, because it hits the prostrate or prostate.
Prostate.
I always
Prostrate
get
is when you
prostate.
kneel down and bend. Well, actually, they aren't
that's-
that different. Actually, if you
Isn't
think
that
about
genuflecting?
it. No, that's
Wait, so what about Clinton's dick? Bill Clinton's
It
dick?
like points down, so that's a better dick for doing anal from behind.
When it's
You know,
hard,
man.
it points
Well,
down?
it's hard. It points down. He has one of
Monica.
those.
Weird.
Oh, see, I forget that like straight men haven't seen a lot of penises. Like every now and then, you'll see one that kind of like points down, and it's weird instead of like pointing up.
And that's why Clinton got so much pussy, just because it pointed down?
I guess, yeah, maybe.
Because sometimes it's just got to be a little different. You know what I mean?
they called me South Pecker. So you haven't
Southern
topped
shooter.
out on somebody in a while,
No, it's been a long time.
but do you get laid a lot?
What do you mean? Yo, top,
I feel like I'm not great with like hookups. I don't like to. I don't
Do
like
you have
to
a boyfriend
hook
right now? Do you
up.
even?
No, I don't like to hook up like anonymously. It's not my thing.
Okay.
Like that's a weird Italian thing.
Okay.
Like I'm not good at like the anonymous stuff. It's just I always get scared that I'm going to have syphilis or AIDS.
But
if I-
were you at one point in your life,
no,
though?
I was
Really?
never crazy.
Oh, I feel like that's the
promiscuous.
best part about being
you've
gay.
never,
No, I was
you
gonna
never
say,
been
you
to a
can
glory
be-
hole?
No, I wouldn't be able to get turned on by a glory hole.
No, he doesn't-
Blowbang?
he doesn't
Because
even
you
like.
think of like who's in it. You
Yeah.
think of like who's on the other side. It's like the guy who's like, no, today. Like that's the person who's going to be on the other side of the fucking glory hole. Do you really want him giving you a blowjob?
If you like dick enough.
You don't like it, you don't buy it. I want to do it, but like that's
Are you,
that.
What-
are you saying
What? Say the guy on the other side has
But
a
it's
food
not-
truck?
It's not just about like the penis. It's not just because if you like dick enough, you can just go buy a dildo. It's about like the whole fucking.
No, I get it. I
Right,
get it.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm
but
with Adam.
dildo doesn't come. Don't you get off on watching a guy come in your mouth?
That is kind of hot. Yeah, that can be hot.
It's getting me hot.
It's
just
control.
talking about.
That is
I
kinda
even kind of
hot.
like that.
Yeah, that is hot.
No, but it getting
this
a
a-
guy to jerk off. I'm
Is this
getting
a
guy to
Patreon
come.
show? Hey, if you're listening to a Patreon show,
Like if I look at amateur porn, it's like because I like straight porn too. It's hotter to
Okay.
me when like a guy comes in another guy's mouth, and like when a woman comes all over a guy's face. It's like
I don't like facials.
It
I like
looks like
cream.
suds.
I like cream pies.
That's like that looks a little rough.
oh,
Wait,
you
you don't
mean
like when
the-
a woman?
oh.
Wait, a
Like
woman?
when there's like the woman's like, okay, and like the amateur porn when the woman like not when the woman's crying and the real porn and the amateur porn when the woman's actually really coming.
right.
Yeah.
And there's like there were like I don't know if it was a yeast
Like the
infection or if
skeet,
it's
yeah.
how it's
The
supposed
skeet
to
gets all over
skeet.
it. Yeah.
Like when you make chicken stock, what do the Jews call that foam at the top of it? Not Scud.
No. Schwartz. No, Schwartz.
So women
where they
Schmaltz.
women come and they
Schmaltz.
If they schmaltz,
Well, they get a little
white
they get a little
schmaltz.
frothy
Froth.
sometimes. Yeah.
Froth.
and then
gotta
you don't
skim it
like
off
it
the top.
you don't like it
That
where.
creeps me out. Like when it's on the guy's face and it's frothy.
Well, why would it be on the guy's face?
Because he's going down on her.
I thought she came like a guy.
unless-
Oh, you mean pussy?
No, I thought
Unless
she
there's-
came like she shot
Did
a
you ever
load on
see
the guy's
that, though? Like
face.
squirt.
By the way, can I just say?
Squirt porn?
It's
it
weird.
takes a.
What is that fucking half gallon that comes shooting out? Is it urine?
It's kind of like a cross between sweat and urine.
Can I just
I've
say-
experienced it
like the way
before.
that you don't know about like penises and cum and anal and male rimming. Like I don't know enough about like
Well,
female
don't
ejaculate.
get ahead of yourself.
You're in good company.
By the way, can I just
I
say?
don't know enough about female ejaculate.
It takes a heavy-set gay man
Ejaculate's a disgusting-
to equate pussy juice to chicken fat.
Right.
Am I that? I'm big enough to be called
you're
heavy set now?
heavy-set, sure, I don't know.
fucking worked out for so many years, and now I'm heavy
No,
set.
Well, you got a little belly
I
on you.
opened a
I have a
fucking-
Don't call
belly
a
too.
gay comic he's heavy sex.
I
They
opened a
don't.
cab on some bike rider, and he said, "Fuck you, fat fuck." He called me a fat fuck because I opened a cab door. I didn't realize
Did
there
you
was
door him?
No, I just said, "Get a fucking tooth, dick." Like that's all I could think of because he was missing a tooth.
Oh, you guys really had a moment.
Yeah.
Did you rim him? Just throw him down with his helmet on. Just,
So you're not into just casual anonymous
No,
sex?
but it's weird because it's
That's
like a
terrible.
fucked. It's like
well,
a-
that's like what's isn't that the perk?
yeah, that's.
I think. I mean, that's what I've always thought.
Isn't that the perk?
It is
You
a
can't
perk.
get
It is
you
a
can't
perk.
get people
like
pregnant.
if I'm at a road gig and
Yeah.
I'm really like in the mood for something, you can use one of the apps. And
You go on
Yeah,
Grindr
but I
and
mean,
whatever.
it's you never know. Like I just have kind of a fear of that. That's a comic. thing.
My
I have
fear
a
would be
fear
like
of
the
it.
guy just robbing me every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because,
No, I'm not afraid
because
of that.
women, I can take most women except for Judy Gold and Leslie Jones.
No.
But
Judy Gold would decapitate you.
yeah, so she's threatened to do
Ah,
that.
you
so,
call that a cunt licking?
so
On Purim, no
So
less.
if I invited a guy over to my hotel, I'd be really nervous.
Yeah.
Well, most gay
definitely.
people are afraid of like what I look like. Like it's like
No, I'm
it's
saying
like,
me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
No,
about
I know,
me.
I know. That's why I don't have that
'Cause
problem.
I'm bony.
Yeah, you're a big
Right.
guy. Like,
Yeah.
you got a big cock?
It's thank God I don't have that rock in my backpack. Yes, I do.
You do? How many
Yeah.
inches?
Probably about 8, but it's thick. It's girthy.
Like girthy, thick
But as you
cock.
get older, it's kind of like
This is the worst episode
We
we've
could get
ever
up and
done.
leave.
like
at this
opposed
point,
to like
really.
being on like.
Hey, why don't you guys go get us a couple coffees?
I'm probably gonna get hate tweets for this episode.
Yeah.
No,
Because it's very
no,
like
no.
male.
You
like,
gotta
what
come
was it,
on. You gotta come on our Kumia show because you can both whip out your dicks.
What was
Yeah.
that show?
No, because you both talk a big game. If you pun
I got
intended.
hate tweets from the Beige Phillips from Dante Nero show. I got
Oh yeah,
because
we love
somebody wrote in
Dante.
like a letter like, I don't want to be a faggot and complain, but I have a crush on that. And I was like, wait a minute, you have a crush on? I go, you can't just say faggot. Like there are certain words that I can't say, or
Right,
everybody else on
right.
the microphone in this room would be pissed off.
Sure.
Wait,
But
you can't say faggot?
No, like the kid that wrote in other words.
Well, he's
How
gay.
many times
He's
have I
gay,
heard a
right?
black comics say, I don't have a problem with gay people, but what if I was on stage like, I don't have a problem with black people, but it's like that's not okay.
Right.
And I'm not sensitive about that shit.
Right.
If somebody is funny, but when it's just like
So what I don't know what you're saying. You're
He's saying that like black comics will say, I don't mind if you're gay.
I don't have a problem with gay people, but
and here we
I
go.
don't want no gay motherfucker looking at my jeans and my. In other words, I was on the Beige Phillips show, and somebody wrote in for. He was like, I have a crush on this girl. I don't want to be a faggot and not say anything.
Whoa, jeez.
And I was like, okay. And then I got
So you're
pissed
offended
off,
by that?
And they were, the tweets that I got were like, you know, he's probably a chick with a dick, transgender. He's a faggot. He's a this. He's a that. Tell him to take his fucking dress off. It was like, all right, I get it, you know. But it's, yeah.
So if somebody calls you, no one's gonna see you on the street and go, "Hey, look at that faggot."
No, they don't do that.
right.
Give it a
They
minute
don't
or
do
two.
that to me.
Maybe if it's a red light and they talk to you for a minute.
No, sometimes if I come out on stage too, it confuses them. So I have to be like careful with it because they don't believe it.
No,
All
I don't.
they-
You don't. And I don't believe it.
All they see is Modern Family and, you know, Will and Grace. And
Yeah,
stuff.
because I mean there are stereotypes,
Right.
And you know they.
Hello, Frisco.
Right.
If they, yeah. I mean the fat guy in Modern Family, he's I mean
He's straight.
yeah, he's
Yes.
straight.
Can I tell you the truth? I want to hear something totally true. I got to the producer's table for that role. I was in L.A. and I read for that.
Did you really?
I really did. I went to 5 auditions for that role, and I got to the producer's table, and they went with that guy. He's much better than I am. But
Stone Street?
and
or-
then they who's I don't know
Eric
the
Stone
bigger
Street.
guy.
yeah, the bigger guy. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
Really?
He's straight.
and
Yeah,
then
he
they,
is.
Yeah, and then they brought me in for like the people that produced Modern Family. I went in there to read for like a bunch of different like gay roles. I never got any of them, and But anyway,
That's all you got.
Not convincing enough.
That's all I got. It's not a great story, but
They don't want to see.
No,
that.
all you got, they only put you up for gay roles. I mean, that's weird.
I had a guy blow me once. I didn't care for it.
You had a guy blow you? Did you think it was like a transgender?
No. It was a straight up dude. I was with my girlfriend at the time, Sasha Knopf, who we've all heard
we
the
gotta
story.
hear the story one more time.
I'm not going to tell the whole story.
Don't
worry.
Wait.
This story is so. I might just start sucking off Adam.
So there was a girl in the room.
Kill the
You suck
time.
off Adam. I'll eat. Let's do a human centipede. You suck off Adam. I'll eat your ass.
I walked out
You
of that
fuck
movie.
me in the ass.
I can't take that movie. Human
Just to
Centipede.
distract
what a
me
bigot.
from that
I
story.
fucking love horror movies, but I can't take
Yeah, no,
scat.
it's too much. Yeah.
Why do they call it scat?
Scooty-doo-bop, poop-doo-bop, poop in my mouth.
So how old were you when you came out to your family?
I didn't. I was afraid. My mother told me, like when I was 21 or so, she said, "I know you're gay and I love you. You're my son."
You like the
That's
salty.
why. That's why I was
My
never
mom
like.
told me that when I was 22. I fucked her to show her I wasn't. True story.
And I think the reason why I'm so
And then we had Neil from that.
oh, that's cool. Like part of why I'm so well adjusted is because my father would never leave my room at night until I came. Like, he always made sure he took care of me. Why did that fucking get quiet? And when you talk about fucking your
because
mother...
we don't know you. We thought you were serious.
Well, relax.
No, because sometimes I'm too close to my son. I always give him a whatever.
Kiss one of the lips.
Yeah,
I mean,
slip a little finger up his asshole. And he goes
No,
to
he
sleep.
won't let me kiss him on the lips. He won't let me kiss him when I drop him off.
get it. It's
Drop him
like-
off at school. But I love my son, so I could see jerking him off. But just as a dad, you know,
It's like when
as a
nobody's
loving
around,
dad.
It's like when no one is around
Loving
black
dad
people
jerk.
and they get all nervous around the black person. You're all nervous around the gay person.
I'm not nervous.
No, we're not
right
nervous
now.
at all.
Yes.
I think Brian's probably never been more comfortable.
Really? Well, you're not
Yeah.
because you look more gay than I do, but they're
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
we're both got you in the gay department by quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, if a stranger walked in here and you said pointed to the gay guy,
I'm
would
wearing a
not-
Boy Scouts of America T-shirt.
Oh, is that what BSA means?
How'd you even know what you're wearing?
I can feel
So
it.
you're gonna jerk off to that later?
I'll be coming to this tomorrow. I will come. It's nice
lucky
and soft.
shirt.
Why
Feel
don't you
the
just
arm.
use a-
It's
use
nice
a-
to come into this.
Yeah.
It feels
Why
good.
don't you just use a sock or a paper towel like
I
normal?
don't paper towel. What am I? What brawny?
What am I made of money?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know the girls come on Monday. They bring their own paper towels. We don't keep paper towels around
I
the house
see. I
like
get it.
Italians. Some Gindaloon with a roll of paper towels.
Some fucking Gindaloon.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Fucking piece of shit Gindaloon.
Right.
So then when's the first time you had sex with a man?
When I was like full blown anal or like a little footsie and stuff like that.
Hey, whatever.
I don't take us
Your
through-
choice.
Give us a little column
us through
A,
your
little
journey.
column B.
We're just hack podcasters.
Yeah.
For some low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Pun
I
intended.
kind of fooled around a little bit with a
You're on
classmate
fire today, buddy.
when
Am
I was
I?
15. When I was 15,
You
maybe.
blow each other?
Hand
jobs?
I don't think so. I think just hand jobs.
jobs.
I think just hand jobs. And then a couple of years
And
later,
that guy ended up being Chuck Schumer.
with the manager of
Was that guy gay or was
Amy
just
Schumer.
guy?
yeah, he's gay.
He's gay. Yeah.
And the manager of Pier 1 Imports a couple of years later.
Oh, good.
Now dead.
From what?
Not AIDS.
A robbery?
Kidney cancer. No
Kidney
cancer.
Kidney
Yeah.
cancer.
Double
You get that
shaps.
from AIDS,
Sorry
right?
for your
Don't you
loss.
get kidney cancer from AIDS?
Well, that's what they used to say, I think. But no, he really did have normal cancer. Plain
And
old
you
cancer.
blew. You guys. That was blowing each other and stuff.
Yeah, that was like the first experience with blowing each
By
other.
the way, the only
and
thing
stuff like
gayer than blowing a guy is being the manager of Pier
Yeah,
1 Imports.
blowing the manager of Pier 1
that. I actually
Imports.
do think it's probably gayer if you have like an 8-inch penis up your ass and they shoot a load inside of you. That's probably gayer than
So,
blowing.
can you? But have you been fucked ever?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually
it's kind of hot, right?
Yes, but here's the thing.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Adam, how you doing?
I knew that
I
first
feel
of all,
like, I feel like
love
Wendy
it. I
Williams.
love
Adam,
it.
how you doing?
How you
knew
doing?
this podcast was going to go this way. I knew it.
Well, we can go a different direction if you want.
I knew it. No,
Do you want to
whatever
go?
whatever you want to
do you
talk
want
about.
it
I
to, do
knew
you want it
it.
to go a little bit south?
We can
It
go-
doesn't matter.
Hit the prostate.
It doesn't matter. But I mean, the thing is, you have to make sure that
Yes.
you know
You evacuate your
you
bowels.
evacuate your bowels.
Right.
That you don't like.
You got to get an enema, like.
Yeah, you got to rinse
you
the
gotta-
fuck out.
I mean,
Nobody wants
how
shit all over their
how do you
penis.
know you're gonna get laid? How do you know you're gonna?
You
It's a
don't.
douche.
That's why some guys are really good at it because they plan ahead.
Oh yeah. Put a little Dracar Noir on your on your neck. You know.
Yeah, I
You
mean, if you
douche out your
drive
asshole.
a fucking Mazda Miata in 1988, yes.
Put on a pair of Cavaricis and hit the clubs.
But also, like, you know, it's just like you got to make sure you don't lean towards being prone to hemorrhoids as well.
okay.
Okay.
So, but and I
I like
hear.
how he whispers it, like.
I know, we're just fucking
doesn't want-
soundproofing.
he doesn't
Like,
want
Like we're not on a
I
podcast.
don't want
I like the
everybody
whispering.
hearing.
Not me.
I jerked off 3 times today. I'm ready for a 4th.
Jesus
Christ!
Are
You
you
must have to do
serious?
laundry
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
I went out last night.
Oh, I get it.
I went out last night. I got shit faced, and I got a little, I got a little into it last night. So it always when I don't ever really get hungover, which apparently is a problem. Like you're supposed to get hungover.
Yeah,
I don't ever get hungover. So I was just.
What do you mean? You got a little into it?
I just mean like I was out until like
strip clubs.
No, I was out till 4 a.m.
Why are you all jammed up?
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Where was I? I was at the Roxy Hotel in Tribeca, and then I went to
Daryl
Tribeca.
Strawberry.
Tribeca
To him,
Tavern.
it's
Let me tell you that story.
To him, it's still the 80s. Right, and then I went to the Limelight, and then I went to the.
Yeah, we finished up at Xenon.
What was that place on 14th Street? What was that place?
Nels.
No, the place, the place
Nels.
near Union Square on 14th Street.
Oh, Palladium.
Yeah,
Palladium, yeah.
Shea Stadium, Palladium.
Wait a
EMG
minute.
Square. What are you
I
pulling
totally
out?
forgot
You
what I
got
was going to.
any poppers?
I'm looking for my Red Bull. Oh no, I can't do that shit. I'm on fucking lisinopril for high blood pressure. I can't do poppers.
So
that's why I haven't seen my. I'm on Lexapro too.
You
I
go to
haven't
the
seen
gym too?
My penis in years. I stopped after my sister died because
the gym?
Yeah.
Because she passed from
Because I lost my mother, my father, my best friend, and my sister. And I was
in the
like,
gym. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking with you at all. I'm not being glib. I'm just saying,
I can't wait to
there's
this
a
big-
correlation between. I'm sorry for your loss.
saying he experienced a
legitimately,
lot
No,
of
you're not.
deaths.
You're not
I
sorry
am
for my
sorry.
loss. You made
I
a
am.
joke about it
I
after
made-
I told you that 4 people were
No, but
dead.
I-
I can't wait
how
till
does
this
that
big
happen?
bear throws you through the glass window.
Fucking kill me now with that bear shit. Jesus Christ.
Hey, boo boo.
Now I am a little on edge.
Your shit's falling out of your bag.
He's
can't
talking
find
about
my
people
Red Bull.
dying.
No, what I mean is,
You don't need
what
it.
does that
You're
have to do
fine.
with you stopping going to the gym? Like you got depressed?
Well, he
Okay.
experienced
I
a
went,
lot
to the
of
gym. I went to the
deaths,
gym
right?
while my father was sick,
Okay.
while my mother was sick,
Right.
while my best friend committed suicide. I still kept going to the gym. And then
So
like,
you
the
blame the gym?
Fucking last one. My sister gets sick. I go to visit her every day at Sloan Kettering for a year. She dies, and then I was like, I can't leave my house anymore. I just kept going to open mics like a fucking zombie.
Right.
Getting on stage like, hey, so I was carrying my best friend's coffin, and I was out of my mind.
How do you commit suicide?
Who, my best friend?
No, anybody else?
Oh, she, because you said he, I got
I beg
confused.
your pardon. I assume.
She pulled over on Northern State and lit a cigarette and walked into the traffic and lied down.
Who did? Who did?
My best friend Ellen of 32 years.
That's creative.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why that highway?
She's schizophrenia. Because it was 2 lanes and it was probably...
I'm just joking.
yeah,
really.
traffic's bad enough out there.
She got the 10-10 wins report.
She wanted to meet Valerie Seagrave from WBLI so badly.
The Southern State was
She was
all-
willing to
the-
lie down on the westbound traffic.
The Southern State was bumper to bumper. She knew that wouldn't kill her.
I'm amazed you can even kill yourself in Northern State. Nobody goes 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which was 4 a.m. I'm so sorry. That's
I had,
awful.
rush
I had
hour.
a friend kill herself too.
Oh, yeah?
And it
Why,
was
she
terrible.
fucking-
Why?
She-
You fucking said
Hey,
it.
God,
Pastor.
sorry.
sorry.
I'm the
She
guest.
hung herself. She was on meds, and then she went off her meds, and then she hung herself.
I'm
So,
on meds. I love meds.
Anyway, I got her apartment. So
You did?
No, but she did have a nice apartment. So anyway, no, it's terrible. It's just like a really kind of
It's crazy, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
funny.
really
It
makes
made
you-
me funny, though.
no, it really makes you think. I'm not even kidding.
I feel like I got roped into that story.
Because she hung herself.
I'm still thinking about not having erections anymore because I'm on Lexapro, and you're talking
Are you
about
having a hard
something-
time getting it up?
Oh, my God. I'm on fucking antidepressants.
How much?
you should
How
go
many?
to the gym.
I will. I'll go back eventually.
Yeah.
So that makes
Just
it
join
hard
another gym.
to
Huh?
get hard. I guess.
Oh, yes.
No pun intended, but
Yes.
it's hard.
Brian,
Yes, they
dare you.
take it
Brian,
away.
the hack of all tax. He turns to Adam like, "How dare you?
You're
Make
in my
a-
house right now.
Make a bad pun. How dare you, Adam?"
It's difficult to get erections though because of
yeah,
that.
they take.
really.
That's a famous side effect of them. But I wouldn't be able to be here.
Do you-
today if
do
I
you-
was-
So
Would
then
you
you
take-
can't have sex anywhere. You can.
I mean, I could take pills.
You could blow a
Would you-
guy.
Sometimes it goes away.
Would you take Viagra?
What's the other one?
Cialis.
Levitra.
Yeah, any of those because that
Levitra.
could help you out.
Holy shit! It's like fucking being 16 again.
That shit's amazing, right? It's like
They
giving your
last for,
dick
like,
the day
days.
off.
You take it too?
I have before, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Do you want some? I have bottles of
Recreationally.
it. Bottles of it because
So-
I don't have sex, but I collect
I
it.
fucked
He
like
jerked
10.
off 3 times today.
Yeah,
according
okay.
to-
Some people
Yeah.
collect like
Come on,
Motel
According-
on
You
vinyl.
can take one and
According
fuck
Oh
to
yeah,
his
you
wit-
don't need any. You don't
in-
need to leave your
In
fucking
between,
house.
I was drinking Pinot Grigio.
and calling it to Jim and
You'll go
Sam.
through all of your fucking T-shirts on a Thursday if I give you those.
Don't
bottles.
ever borrow a
Yeah.
T-shirt in my house. You'll get pregnant.
You burned through all your laundry.
Are all your neighbors lesbians in Park Slope?
It used to be funny you should say that. They used to call it Dyke Slope, and it used to all be lesbians. lesbians, but now they're all in Kensington and like out there.
Probably because they heard you jerking off through the walls. And they got
Exactly.
sick.
All right, Susan, we're out of here.
That fucking noise?
Yeah. I don't care how loud I play this
Holy
Indigo Girls
shit.
album. I can still hear that guy next door cranking his meat into a fucking T-shirt.
Meat.
You make a lot of noise.
Yeah. I go like, oh, mommy, here comes the. No, I don't make any noise. No, and I come so quickly. I have to really.
Do you really?
Oh,
You're
my
like,
gosh.
what's that one note Johnny, eh?
I'm like 3 minutes if I'm lucky.
I like a guy who can't get it hard. He's giving you shit.
I know, right?
Body shaming
We're like
you.
Goofus and
Quite
Gallant.
the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Gallant jerks off in a T-shirt. Goofus' friend killed himself.
Yeah.
On a northern state.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Donate. Patreon.
Yeah, donate Patreon.
You motherfuckers are going to miss this. This is the last free one, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a good show,
And it's
everybody.
every other week. So you're going to miss all this. We're going to.
By the way, there's a girl named Jessica who listens to the show who's very active on Twitter. She's the one that said she's a widow. I wonder if that's true or not. Jessica,
Yeah, I think she's looking for free content.
more like free,
No, I think it's Judy.
more like free content.
No, why would she? Because she's a widow? She's looking for cunt?
I don't know. She said I'm a widow and
Oh,
I
because
don't
she's
know.
a cunt?
Well,
no,
no,
I think
you're
it's
not a
Judy.
cunt. I'm being
I think
silly.
it's Judy and she's a widow. I like how you're now doing something that it's not smart. You're tweeting off your phone and no one's spell checking it. So it's
Well,
like
I
you're
talk into my phone. I don't.
he dictates,
Yeah, I
and then
did
it gets
that.
all fucked
no,
up.
and then people
doesn't
have to
make any
transcribe
sense.
it.
I
You're
know.
like
Right.
you're like a retard or a child
Right.
tweeting,
No, yeah, no.
or
I'm
maybe
like
like a retarded child.
or like a
my God.
retarded child.
Yeah.
If there were retarded people tweeting, I'd follow every single one of them. I got scotch tape today.
right. I like chicken.
They brought me
Follow
fucking. I love that.
Go viral.
No,
Go
the
viral.
text messages that he sends me, I should read them sometime. They're fucking
No, but
hilarious.
he had his assistant do his tweets.
Yeah.
but now
Right,
he's-
but she's only
now
there
he-
like one day
no,
a
that's What I'm
week.
saying. Now he's doing it on his own,
Yeah.
and it's not a good plan.
It's bad.
Well, it's funny because
Because people
it's bad.
tweet. People are now retweeting saying like, "This looks like someone who's blind who just tweeted."
Yeah,
You,
right.
have
Hello.
you have an assistant?
yeah,
Not because you're famous, because you can't see.
yeah. Well, I mean,
You're looking right at me,
little
though.
of both.
Because you want good parking spots.
I was on
and shit.
VH1 11 years ago. I don't mean to brag.
Which show?
Oh,
Best week ever.
I used to do all those best week ever shows. Yeah, I love the 80s.
I think you and what's the guy's name?
D. Snyder.
No, the guy lives. The guy lives.
Christian Finnegan?
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah,
he was
Christian,
always
that's how we
on.
know each
He did
other.
all-
I auditioned for Dee Snyder. They were
What do you
doing
mean?
a Twisted Sister Christmas musical, and I brought in my guitar and played a Runaways song. I
Wow.
got called into audition.
You
for
must
it.
be mad that people
great.
don't believe you're gay, right?
Why?
It's like being black and people are like, "You're not black."
Right. Lisa Bonet.
Yeah, It's like, you're not black.
The only
Some
time it's
sunburn.
ever gotten me annoyed is with regard to like career stuff in stand up.
Yeah,
Because
you're never
when,
going
they,
to get a
when they see
gay.
gay, they want to see
So I
someone
was-
who's like believably gay. They
R.I.P.
don't-
Kevin Meaney.
But
Yeah.
it's like
You should do his thing with We Are the World. You should just do that.
No, but you look Italian. You look Puerto Rican. You look like a
Yeah.
blue collar.
There are lots of Italian and Puerto Rican homosexuals.
No, but I'm saying, but
There
you're
sure
not going to
are.
get. You're going to get a role. You're going to get that role. You're not going to get a gay role.
No.
Not that there's a lot of
And you
gay
can't-
roles.
Not that there's a lot of gay guys doing
Can you
stand-up for
sing
gay
and dance?
people. I sing and play guitar, but I can't dance.
When you do a show like at a gay club, do they
No.
want to hear about you how you're
They
not
don't
gay?
want to hear about anything.
What do they
No.
want to hear about?
They want to hear Chelsea Handler, Margaret Cho, Kathy Griffin, Lisa Lampanelli, Amy Schumer. There's no fucking guy that can do well in front of them. There's
they
just
want
not.
to hear all women.
Like what gay guy can sell out Gotham a weekend to gay men? Cantone? They're all housewives. No men will go and see Cantone.
You're right, actually.
Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
Madonna, blah, blah, blah.
So they're
blah, blah. I'm
self-hating-
fucking over it.
they're self-hating gay men.
They can tweet at me all the fuck they want, but yeah.
So they only support women. Bette Midler.
What's his name? Yeah. Adam Lambert sells out to housewives, the kid from American Idol. Who else is there? Sam Smith, all over Facebook. Gay guys on my Facebook. I hate Sam Smith. I hate Sam Smith. It's like
So gay men appeal to straight
Women appeal to gay
straight
men.
women,
I
and the
don't-
opposite, and vice
it's
versa.
Like I've started talking about it more recently because it took me a decade to find my point of view about it. But usually my stand-up isn't based in that because I don't live in it as much.
Right.
Does that
I don't
make
know what
sense?
the fuck that means.
What do you-
Anyway,
what-
Yes, you do. You're not retarded. You're not special ed. You know what that means. Like, I don't live in, like, out and proud having to, like, give a message.
You don't
Right.
go out
You know
with
what
like
I'm saying?
a rainbow tank top and go
No.
on stage in a pair of hot pants.
No, but it's like, after a while, it started to annoy me recently.
I would go to that.
I don't even think they call them hot pants
If I could
anymore.
wear fucking rainbow tank top, if I could wear 2 M&Ms and a fucking Twix bar on stage, I would if I hadn't gotten so fat. I go.
Okay, so what do you do? What do you do like when you're at your house?
What's your?
What do you mean?
Like what do you watch? You watch Bravo shows? Like what do you
CNN.
watch?
I watch Bravo shows.
No, do you watch?
I really did.
Do you watch?
There was this special on Streisand that was on. That was a marathon. I watched it all
It's
fucking day. It
fabulous.
was amazing.
She is
Do you
an
watch
icon.
Queer Eye?
She's
Like,
incredible.
do you support any gay
I think they should have
programming?
Queer Eye for the Ku Klux Klan. Don't you think that would be amazing?
Well, those hoods could use a little like tailoring. You
What
know
is
what I
that, a
mean? Like,
200 thread
they're
count?
too
Are you fucking
form-fitting,
kidding
you know what I mean? Cinch the back of that thing.
If you want to go to a
Obviously,
lynching,
yeah.
you should be wearing red. What's wrong with
Yes,
you?
thank you. Right.
Don't set me on fire. It's in my contract.
That cross.
But gay, like I'm old, and I can't do old jokes because people don't buy that I'm old. You know what I mean?
You do
so
look
you're
great.
gay,
Yeah.
but people don't believe you're gay. I would think it'd be very frustrating.
Well, they like I was
No,
at
what
a-
are you
by the
talking
way-
about in your act then?
Isn't it great that Kevin turned that into a compliment for himself?
Because I'll say like, yeah, I know you don't believe that like Bluto from Popeye can be gay because you're used to like, I love your shoes, you look amazing, I love that, and then I talk about the whole new like LGBTQQA, whatever the fuck they call themselves this week, and people relate to it because people are tired of millenniums making up fucking words every week. You know what I
but
mean?
even as you're saying this, you don't look gay, you don't sound gay. So
you want me
it's-
to do
you
blow
sound
some?
a little. You sound a little gay.
I do.
Yeah.
when you
Fine.
said
Yeah.
that, when you said I do.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a little gay.
Just a little. Just a little, you've got a little. You little.
No, but I just think
polish on it.
I think
What
it's
does that
like
even mean to, like,
if you
sound
can't
gay?
listen.
Well,
my
no.
point is if you can't do jokes about what you look like, like it's a little frustrating because it's just easier if you're what you if you're talking about what you are. It's just easier for the audience to get it. It's just that
Well, I
like
can
if
do
you're
jokes
if you're
about what
gay,
I don't look like.
Huh?
I could do jokes about
no, but
what
it's
I don't
still
look
it's
like.
still easier for them to. It's just how it is.
I mean,
like
I
if you
have,
look,
like, I
no,
have
I'm not saying I'm not against you. I'm saying like if you look like what your act is, it's just easier for the
Well,
audience.
some of it is about looking like Al Qaeda and people being afraid of me on airplanes, but there's only so far I can go with that.
Yeah, but
You know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
that. But if you can talk about
Stuff.
you're gay and you look gay, it's just easier. It's an easier buy for the
I mean,
audience.
I talk about gay and not looking gay.
Is your weight gain a recent thing? Okay.
It is over the last 5 years.
Okay. And what like it's just because you stopped going to the gym because of all the
I
tragedy.
stopped going to the gym and I fucking fuck my face with Cadbury eggs on discount for the last 2 weeks because Easter is over. I can't stop eating. I'm a food addict. I have a podcast called Fat Pig with Jessica Curson.
Well, there you go. Jeez, what a stretch. I mean, I'm just saying, Jessica.
I like how you make a joke and he stares you down, and then we all get nervous.
I have no idea.
He's like a gay Dante.
I get some energy from us. I don't know. I get a little.
There's definitely chemistry.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
No,
can
he's
feel it.
definitely
I
he
can
would
feel it.
definitely be the man.
Oh yeah, I bought him out.
I just,
Absolutely.
I had to decipher if you were like making fun of Jessica because I get very protective.
I'm sure. I was making fun of Jessica,
okay.
but
I don't
but
like
I mean,
that.
I know. I'm
Jessica's
sorry.
not even big anymore.
No, she
No,
got
she's
lost a lot
not.
of weight.
She looks beautiful. Yeah. She
Well,
looks
let's
great.
not get crazy, but I mean, I'm just kidding. God, we just break balls on the show, Yeah, or suck them in your case.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
What's that?
Oh,
I
my
always
God.
like the idea.
I'm feeling a little nervous.
All right, we're fine. I like the idea. Is it hot for you?
Yeah.
I'm being serious. To feel a man's cock get hard in your mouth, or is it better to go down and suck a hard dick?
My
God, that's not sexual at all. The way you
Well,
the way
sorry.
you word it makes it sound like getting raped on a fucking.
Well, what am I,
picnic table.
Oscar Wilde?
No,
Sorry.
it's just like it's not.
Is it
it's-
hot to feel a dick grow in your
I
mouth?
feel like that would be gratifying, though,
That's
right? Like
so
you,
the way that you talk about it is so like removed.
Well, try
from,
to,
like
like-
human contact.
Well, okay,
It's
I mean,
not like
kissing.
It's not like
moved butterfly kisses on the belly.
It's,
I don't know. What do
it's
you
not
want?
like I'm going to have a pygmy's cock in my mouth and be like, "Whoa, this is hard." If he gets hard, it has to do with like the person and
Of
your
course,
chemistry.
I get it.
and-
What do you have
But-
against
right.
pygmies?
Yeah, jeez.
I don't
Racist.
have anything against pygmies. They're not my type. I just usually go for bigger guys.
You stack them. You stack them.
Do pygmies have like little
Couple of
squeaky
them.
voices like primordial dwarfs, but in like Swahili?
Well, they have a plate in their lip. It's usually hard to
They
hear 'em.
do? Is
No,
that
I
the same
don't-
culture?
No, I don't.
The neck rings?
Culture.
Have you ever had fucked a midget and then thrown him like a discus
No,
throw?
but I tell you what.
Shout out Nick.
I did
Shout out
know-
Nick DeVicki.
Well, why are you going to ask me a question if I can't answer
I beg your
it?
pardon. I'm
Give
sorry. You're
him-
right.
We're
I
such
didn't know.
hacks.
I knew a gay
We're like we
midget.
stop for a second, then Brian goes,
go.
"Is it easier when you have a pygmy's dick in your mouth?" Like that. Like you go back to our regular
Sorry.
programming.
Let's let the guest have the floor.
You
I
asked him
beg
if
your
he
pardon.
ever fucked a midget. That sparked a story. I want to know where is this going now.
Okay, so go
got it.
ahead. Can
I
you
am-
answer Brian's question?
I'm riveted.
Question. No, that doesn't turn me on.
I'm
at all
having a
when you
good
ask me.
time. I would like to feel a guy's dick grow in my mouth. Anyway, sorry. I beg your pardon.
No, Brian brings up an
Christ.
interesting point because,
Thank you.
like a woman, it's the frustration about having sex with women. They can be like, oh, they're hot. Oh, you're making me hot. their pussy gets a little juicy. You know, the clit does something. I still can't. Huh? I guess it gets a little inflamed or whatever.
Engorged.
Inflamed?
I know it was an N word. I guess it was engorged. Anyway, but you don't really know. So, but if
Is
you're
that where the liquid shoots out from?
no, but if you're getting a guy off,
That's
his
not
dick. If you're getting a guy off, you're
all
doing
right,
a good job.
So, like, here's the thing. Like, before blowjobs, like, if I'm with somebody and we're, like, making out and fooling around and stuff, and they're not hard, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong?
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
I mean,
and then you give a Cadbury.
you got to play with the fucking hole a little bit.
You have a dessert break.
Oh my god. This is why I do this show. I love it because it's so pathetic. No, but so I know I would think as a woman, women are always like, guys are so simple, but that would be good because if a guy's like, if a guy's like sometimes I'll be having sex with my quote unquote wife, and no, I don't know if we're still married, and then she'll be like we'll just be making out, and I'll grab her hand, I'll be like, look, I'm ready to go, my dick's hard, I'll just, you know what I mean, like. It's not like, oh, is he ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Right.
So let's do this. And we're women are like, are they ready? Are they not ready?
See, that's the thing. Women can fake it. Men can't fake it.
Yeah.
Men are either hard or they're not.
Right.
Women can just be like what's...
Yeah, that's sort of prostitution is easier for women because they don't need to be into it to fuck. Where guys do.
And
that's why I never made it as a prostitute,
hustler.
as a gigolo.
a
midnight
gigolo.
cowboy.
But that cowboy shit don't work for nobody. That's real fact shit.
All right, go.
Rizzo? Is that Rizzo?
What?
No, I was just
I
saying
don't
that like it's fun to get a girl wet. Like it's fun to get a girl wet. Not that I've ever done it.
Hypothetically.
Allegedly.
He's heard from friends.
Yeah, exactly. Mother always said. So I think
Mother's always ready to go.
I think it'd be fun to get a guy hard. You know what I mean? If I was gay, and I'm not gay. I wish I was, frankly.
I mean, frankly,
You don't wish you were gay. Of course you don't.
Why not? I think it'd be
Because
fun.
at
to
this
get-
point in
he
your life, you'd
likes
be
it.
invisible to gay people.
Oh my god!
You're too old. And you're blind.
Oh, how dare you!
Nobody wants to fucking lead
Finish
you
the
around.
show, Kevin. I'm out of here.
They want you to fucking emasculate
Sorry,
them.
I'm not a Cadbury
throw
egg.
them through a wall.
No, but if you were gay, he'd probably take better care of himself. And
See, that's a misnomer.
he wouldn't have let
That's
himself go
not-
blind.
no, but I'm saying there'd be more incentive for him to take care of himself.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of gay people that don't take care of themselves too.
Oh, I'm not saying that,
It's like, if you were black though, you'd have all the fried chicken you want. It's like not every fucking gay guy is the representation.
I don't
we
know that
see
that's an apple
on a
to
fucking
apples.
sitcom. Why not?
Because-
like, why are all the stereotypes about gay people true, but all the stereotypes about black people?
I'm
are
just saying the
offensive?
fried chicken
Like,
one,
why,
not that
why,
all. Yeah.
But that's
So
my
you're saying
point.
gay people-
Why is it okay to stereotype one group of people like that?
Right.
But it's totally not okay. As a matter of fact, it's terrifying if you stereotype this other group of people. That's why I want to come out on stage.
Right.
Because it's not. It's not okay.
Yeah.
So you're
it's
saying
not okay
gay-
when black people say, you can't compare your experience to our experience. Because we're the only ones that know what oppression and discrimination is like.
Here's
That's not fucking
what I
true.
would say to that,
Gay
Frank.
people are still murdered, and it's legal in some fucking states where gay people can't have sex. Like,
Here's
it's like
what
we still don't have some of the same fucking rights. So it's not okay for black people to say that it's not the same.
We'll be right
Not
back.
what I'm saying at all.
after this commercial.
No, we're
No, listen, I would say, you know what I would say to that,
right.
Frank?
What?
Black people, they're discriminated against off what they look like. So that's what goes back to
and
my
those-
point.
those
You don't,
guys whose
no,
fucking-
you don't
that
look
was the
gay.
Guy
You don't
whose
look
jaw
gay.
is still wired shut from being fucking beat up on the street in Philadelphia a year later. He wasn't beat up because he was discriminated, like what he doesn't look like or look
No,
like.
but I'm saying on stage, when you go on stage, a black guy is black, and he's black everywhere. Where if you're gay, people don't know if you're
So I should
necessarily
hide
gay.
it and not tell the truth.
No, I'm not
No.
saying that. I'm just saying it's
Yeah, but the
obvious
thing
when
is-
you're black.
So if I tell the truth, though, it's obvious then because I said it out loud. Or if someone like Mateo
yeah,
Vane
but you're
goes
not
on
discriminated
stage,
against when you go into the store, right? But black people are. Black people, everybody kind of acknowledges, like even if people go like, oh, I'm a Jew, but you don't know if they're a Jew unless they're wearing that dumb Jew hat. You know what I mean? When they go to a funeral,
Right.
which is not often enough.
It's more of a
It may not
it's more of a
be
logistical
as
thing.
severe as walking into,
Right.
say, a deli. But if two men are together and a cop sees them, we don't have to be necessarily holding hands to get fucked with by a cop.
Yeah.
And to be taken in for no fucking reason. Nobody hears
They
about it.
take you in for being gay?
They can fucking ticket you, and it's totally.
Have you ever been gay harassed?
Yes. Sure.
Can you give me
other than this episode?
Right.
Of course I have, but that's in part why I became a comic, because it's empowering in a way.
Sure, of course it is.
Because it's like after doing it for 10 years, you just kind of sharpen your. Because I was never going to be able to fight.
Right, but in what context have you been like what happened?
I've been beaten up. I had the side of my head beaten up.
Shit.
Sure, when I was younger, yeah.
And
Because the neighborhood kids know you were gay?
By a carload of kids that followed me, that recognized me from high school when I was coming out of a gay bar.
Okay.
That were there to kick some ass. I had a fucking lump on the side of my head like a half a grapefruit. I'll never forget it. I like literally when people say, "Did you see stars?" I saw stars. I saw like sparks.
Like Bette Midler and
John Berthe. I saw Barbara Streisand and Bette Midler. And
Liberace floating. You're gonna be fine.
Oh my God, you did Liberace impression?
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't even fucking come out of the closet during his lifetime.
He was in.
I don't think he had.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
Nobody.
Yeah.
When you show up on stage in a Rolls Royce, nobody thinks you're
Yeah,
gay.
with a fucking white chinchilla coat.
But your bottom boyfriend opens the door to the
A black person has no argument for Liberace.
God,
but-
Behind the Candelabra is one of the. I think it's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Shout out to Tom Papa.
Is he in that?
Yeah, and I don't even know if he plays a gay person.
Is it Michael
I think.
Douglas?
No, he's gay.
Michael
Yeah.
Douglas. Yeah, and
yeah,
then,
Michael Douglas, Matt Damon, right?
Matt Damon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, I kept saying to myself, like, how do they make this movie and everyone's just not cracking up the entire time? Because like Michael Douglas is like he's on the toilet with his toupee off. You have a nice set of hair, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to have hair, right?
Michael Douglas, wait, Liberace wore a toupee?
Oh yeah, of course he did. Yeah, and one of the lines in the movie, he goes, "Make sure they bury me with my hair." So like,
And Michael Douglas did that line?
oh yeah, it was behind the candelabra.
And he did it as gayish.
Oh yeah, it's Liberace.
Michael Douglas is a real man. He told.
Yeah.
I still the best thing ever when he said, he goes, my wife's pussy
Yeah, you got
gave
cancer.
Me, gave me
got mouth
cancer.
cancer.
Holy shit! I tell my wife I don't like the meatloaf. She won't fuck me for a week.
Yeah.
And he's like, my wife's pussy gave me mouth cancer.
He said that to Catherine
she's
Zeta-Jones.
She's like, how dare you? He's like, you did, bitch. I'm not chewing tobacco. You're dirty pussy. Gave me the C word.
You're Welsh cunt.
Oh God, I would take cancer. I think from her vagina.
Yeah, you're right.
Like if I
Mud
was
pie, I'd
if
mud
it was
pie
on
that.
the table, I would. I think I would.
Yeah,
have
sorry.
To
She's
take it.
mentally ill, though. Holy shit. Can
She's
you imagine
very
his
mentally-
life with her, though? That's
Is she?
gotta
Oh, I
be
didn't know
fucking-
that.
She's mentally ill.
She's mentally ill.
How do you know?
Because
Oh my God, everyone knows.
Public
Yeah.
knowledge. Catherine Zeta-Jones is mentally ill. She's
Look, Michael, I carved your
bipolar
name in my arm.
So he was just saying.
Vera,
that just
I want
to
you
get,
to vacuum the living room. It's me, hon.
he just did it to get out of the relationship. That's just because sometimes you're talking enough shit, they'll be like, get out.
Yeah. Maybe he thought he could convince her.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend that smoked, and she had really big pussy lips, and she would pull her pussy lips up so I could eat her pussy. And her
Put a cigarette in there.
Her fingers smelled like cigarettes.
Marlboro Lights.
It was so gross. She was black.
What smelled
They were
worse,
cools.
the cigarettes or
Wait, what's the moral of the story?
Moral of the story is, I don't know, she had big pussy lips, and her fingers smelled. So I always associate. I don't really go
how'd you know
down
it wasn't her pussy and it was her fingers that smelled?
because like it smelled like cigarettes. But I mean, I get what you're saying. But yeah, I mean, it was. I'd have to pull these big bat wing pussy lips, pull them up. Yeah,
Yeah, but in the dark, you can't even. What do you even care?
I go like this. I go na.
Can't you just pull them apart like with your face and bury your face in it? Like a
No,
man?
it's you
Yeah, but-
clearly. It's been a while since you've seen a vagina.
You what?
That's urban legend.
Yeah.
It's not, it wasn't
You have to like peel it open.
yeah, it wasn't like the Laurel Canyons.
Really?
No, so wait, what do you want to know about?
Tell me
women's
everything.
sex?
Tell me everything you
first
can
of all,
about
I
the
think
vagina.
you're very caught up on the squirting thing, which that's not
I
typical.
love porn. I love porn.
Right,
I
but
like
that's-
heterosexual
I think it's
porn.
like one in
Not lesbian porn, heterosexual porn. Because lesbian porn's like
not
fake.
many women squirt.
Not many
That's
women
very
squirt.
rare,
Ginger
yeah.
Lynn
Almost
squirts.
none. Almost none.
Almost none. The ones that squirt do it
Yeah,
on
but
camera.
there's
There's
the ones who
instructional videos on squirting.
No, but
though,
the
like you have
ones
to
who
do that thing.
squirt, they do porn. It's like the guys with huge cocks, they do porn. It's not
It's
like
a gift.
It's not like every guy has a big cock.
call
It's
it-
like a guy who can dunk. He plays in the NBA. So
right.
if you can squirt,
Yeah,
they
you
put you
saw
in.
him
You
porn
do a
out.
professional.
They call you up to the big leagues.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
share that with the
Yeah,
world.
You
see?
squirt. All of a sudden, you get a knock on
Have
the
you
door.
ever
It's
heard
Ron
of
Jeremy.
They have
Because
like
you know
the-
what it is. You said it's a cross between what is it, urine?
It's
and
like urine and sweat. I've only
That's what it-
experienced
that's
it
what it-
once in
that's
my
what
life.
it-
doesn't smell like
that's
a
what it
fucking
tastes like
pig
anyway.
pen water trough.
It was just real salty.
Who did it on
Brian,
you?
I can see Brian. He squirts into like a beaker, and Brian's like, "Yeah, it tastes very salty."
Yeah.
Cut this a little vodka. We're good to go.
Do I detect a hint of
He's in a
carbon?
lab. Before he met us, he was in a lab tasting fucking squirts.
Beakers and shit.
Squirt sommelier.
The guy from the Muppets.
So it's a good thing though if they squirt, right?
No, it's dumb.
Orgasm.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
I've never been around a squirter, but I was at a strip club one time, and this girl was like squirting out of her left nipple.
Really?
And she's like, she goes, yeah, when something went this time of year, I guess the opening season,
Pregnancy.
opening day for baseball.
Tomato season?
Yeah, so she goes, this time of year, I milk comes out, and it was like whatever.
She lactate.
I mean, it's something, but it's like nobody wants.
This time of
You
year,
know,
you're 5 months pregnant. This
Yeah,
time of
guys
year.
don't want to get
I
squirted.
must have been in the Bronx. Where
Also
was
very
that strip
salty.
club?
Huh?
Where was that strip club? On the Cross
Shout out
Bronx
to
Expressway.
Flash dancers.
Yeah, doesn't sound like the
50
breast
cents.
experience you've ever had.
They're the
Breast
same girls on that
experience, he
Flash
said.
Dancers billboard for the last 30 years. Where are those women today on the original Flash Dancers?
Oh, that's a good question.
Probably in a stripper's home.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
squirting in each other's mouths.
It's hanging low.
Walmart
Exactly. They're greeters at Walmart. Come on in, honey.
to get coverage.
I
for the
used to be
AIDS meds.
sexy.
Yeah.
But now I'm 34.
I'm 34. I'm over the hill.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
what's that noise?
It's a train, I
I don't know,
think.
they're doing some work in the basement.
Oh no, they're
Oh.
doing the construction right next door.
Oh, is it over there? It feels like it's coming
I'm
from
sure all the
downstairs.
roaches and rats are like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you? I'm trying to sleep in here." No, that's the worst. When they do a building next to you, they all come over to your house.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
roaches
yeah,
and
yeah,
rats.
they go
and
next door.
Italians. Kidding,
Yeah, we had
of course.
when I lived on 72nd Street, where they did work on the pipes in my basement, and I came out in the living room. There was this fucking bug. It looked like H.P. Lovecraft. It was like a
shit.
foot and a half long, and it had like eyes and tentacles and
Like
it
a
was-
water-
it
like
was
a water bug?
It was like
A
a
big
water
water
bug.
bug,
But I'd
yeah.
never seen anything like this in my life, and I did what any man would do. I went and got my wife, and I was like, "Get this thing out of here!"
Stood up on a chair and
I
shrieked.
shrieked like a little girl. Like
honey, we got to move.
Yeah.
like last
Then
year,
they moved.
I was at this Indian restaurant in my neighborhood, just not even a year ago, and I was seeing my friend, and we were dining at lunch, and I said, "Such a nice lunch, and nice to catch up, and we're enjoying our Indian lunch." And all of a sudden, he shrieks, and I look behind him. There's this rat. It's like fucking 4 feet long. It's just waddling through the dining room. It wasn't even like running. It was just like it just had a smoke break, and it was going back.
Where
into
was that?
On 7th Avenue. I don't want to say the name. I'm going to support local businesses. But it was in Park Slope.
No, I saw that twice. A
Horrifying.
mouse, and then I said to the waiter, I go, "Yeah, there's a mouse." He goes, you know,
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
it's New York. They go, it's New York.
Pretend you're Walt Disney World.
No, but it was at a place where they have an open door policy.
Yeah.
They let rats and fucking black people.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean when you're eating on the street or when you're eating where they have food on the street and then the front door's open. It's like you're asking for it. Like I'll never eat at those fucking places. And no, I was kidding about black people.
Of course you were. No, absolutely.
Because it's whatever.
Shout out Sherrod Small.
Yeah, we're supposed to do a show in a couple weeks.
Oh, cool.
I
Great.
keep saying that, but Kurt's on the LD, right?
Kurt Metzger is apparently having a breakdown. I hope he's all right. Kurt and I are very good friends.
You still in contact with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's hard to get a hold of. I mean,
because he's fucking high as shit all the time.
yeah, I think so. But
That's going to slow down his texting.
well, he was the whole thing with remember do you hear that he got boxed in the ears like years ago at the cellar?
Shit. Did he really?
He was at the cellar. He did a spot, and then he was doing some crowd work, some guy, and they got into it on stage, and then he was standing outside, and the guy came up behind him and fucking boxed his ears really hard. So then Kurt turned around and kicked the shit out of the guy, and then the guy sued the Comedy Cellar and Kurt. I might be getting the story a little wrong, but I know that some shit went down, and then it all got dismissed and whatever. But then then Kurt had the whole rape thing.
I hate when that happens.
I know. No. Well, he was some guy. There was a guy in L.A., some comic in L.A. And by the way, I hate Los Angeles, but there's a comic in
UCB. It was a UCB guy.
UCB guy, right?
I thought it was in New York.
No, it was in L.A.
It doesn't matter if the story's true.
Doesn't matter at all, right? So Kurt raped a guy from UCB. And no, so this guy basically raped a girl, and then she blogged about it, and then Kurt was on Facebook. Kurt used to be a big
that
Facebook
was New York.
ranter.
That was
You remember this story?
Yes.
Is this familiar? Right. So Kurt went on and said, well, if you got raped, go to the police. Don't make
Right,
a
I
blog
remember
about
that.
it.
I remember that
Which
on
he
my
has a
Facebook.
valid
Right.
point.
Yeah, but you can't make valid points to people of that genre.
Ilk.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Women?
they don't care what you're saying. They'll attack you. They're looking for somebody to attack. They're like bouncers at a strip club. They're looking for a reason to attack.
Yeah, they're bored.
Yeah. So once you open that, it's like the Owen Benjamin thing. Owen Benjamin, like I thought, he's got this figured out. I thought Kurt Metzger had it figured out.
Right.
Because he was on Facebook and he was like getting his Facebook posts and everything was like crazy active. And I kind of was like a little bit jealous.
Sure.
And then I think this was before I was even podcasting. Then this shit happened. Same with Owen Benjamin. He's kicked off Twitter and now he's kicked off Patreon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't even know
Really?
I know you get kicked off. He's either in the process of getting kicked off Patreon or get kicked off Patreon.
Did he do the show? I feel like he did the show.
He did Burning Bridges. So I always think these guys have it figured out. But then when you open the can of worms,
Right.
then they never stop, and then they won't stop until you're punished. So
How do you get kicked off Patreon?
I didn't even know you could. I thought it was a business.
I guess if you're using it for something, like if you were trying to
start
your own clan chapter.
So they go
or
after
something.
Patreon. They go, and then they basically the Patreon guy said, well, this is your content's inappropriate. I think you get kicked off of YouTube. So now he has to basically go. Now he has to rely on his own website. It makes it because these guys. My point is, I'm a solid citizen. Like people think I say some shit, but like, first of all, I make you say it, and second of all,
you're like a
there
pretty
are some consequences to shit. You know what I mean?
It's free speech. You say something, there are consequences. It's like with Nick DiPaolo. Like, you tweet about some girl, make a joke about a kid should shoot teachers instead of the students. Then SiriusXM sees the tweet and they fire you. Like, it's going to happen. Like. Anyway. So do you?
I feel like people should get fired that are the comedians that criticize people that make jokes like that.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? Let's go with it. He's
What do
fine.
you mean?
I think we got him back a little bit. So let's just agree.
No.
I never went away. The only thing that
You're living in it. Listen.
I never went away. The only thing that bothers me is when people say that gay people don't face the discrimination that black people do.
Right.
It's fucked. It's whatever. But
I'm with you.
People are visual. It's a vision. He can't see, so
right.
it's a visual.
I'm 1 in
medium.
10 that can pass.
Listen.
I'm
if I see
high yellow of gay people.
I don't know.
Listen,
if I see a brown woman on the train.
Yeah.
She could be Indian. She could be Hispanic. But if I see a black woman, you know that they're black because they're like the whatever the color scheme is when it's like the rainbow
Cardboard.
Yeah, so it goes from like white to black. So they're black. So they're the easiest to discriminate.
Right.
Even black people discriminate against people that are more black than them.
Absolutely.
So black people are always going to get it because they're the most extreme. And there's no are they black? They're black. So if there's any discrepancy, like if you got on the subway, nobody's going to think you're gay.
If I get on the subway,
but you
nobody's
should
gonna
be
think-
with a gay guy.
Right.
You should be with a gay guy as basically his muscle. You should be Mateo Lane's muscle, so that if he gets harassed when he wears those faggy outfits that he wears, those shirts he wears. I mean, you should go. Speaking of Instagram, speaking of a guy who's like, I almost when I see Mateo Lane's Instagram, I want to jerk my jerk.
Nice.
Like I want to suck my own dick. This is
Absolutely.
this is erotic shit. So he's gay.
He's in great shape.
Yeah, he's in amazing shape. Like I want to eat fucking jam off his stomach and his cock. So I mean, it's delicious. So he looks gay, though he's obviously gay on Instagram. You're not. So there's no gay discrimination. I mean, I'm not going to say things have happened. Obviously they have, but I'm saying when you go up on stage, nobody thinks that you're gay. Nobody.
Yeah.
So when
Dude,
when Mike Britt goes up on
Right.
stage, everybody knows he's black
Yeah,
because
but
nobody's that good an actor.
I'm not the only gay person on planet Earth.
Right, you're saying you're not typical.
I'm not. What do you call it? Like that movie Imitation of Life where the maid's daughter passes for white. Like I pass. So just because I get a free pass, that doesn't mean that other people don't experience it on a daily basis.
I know, but I'm saying, but black people just get it. I mean, I if I go into a subway with a lot of black people, I just switch cars because it's like, well, why not? Why not?
All right, so
but if I got into a subway car with a bunch of gay people, first of all, they'd probably be singing and doing something from the chorus line,
like fisting each other.
No, I'm saying it's like it's a different as a stand up. I'm saying as a stand up, it's apples and oranges. I just get frustrated sometimes. Like I'm nothing. I'm not fat. Like Lenny does fix my printer. Like I can't do any joke about what I look like. because I can be like, oh, I look like off-duty cop. Nobody gives a fuck. But it's I have too common a look. But I'm just saying, like, if you're black, you can automatically do a black joke. Right. Automatically. Anywhere in the world. Right. Anywhere. I have no opening joke. If I go to India, I can't even do an Indian impression. That's why I have no bookings. And my agent stinks.
Who's your agent?
I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I know everyone's frustrated. If you're a comic, you're frustrated. You know, you're like, well, this is wrong. This is unfair. Everything's unfair. You know, my kids say that's not fair. Of course. But if you're black, you know, we say the N-word as a joke. But I mean, basically, everyone knows when you're black, and they have a huge advantage being on stage because they can do black jokes. You can't say let me finish. When you're doing gay jokes, when you're doing gay jokes, the audience has to like pretend that you're gay.
Well, wait, are you talking about an advantage in show business, or what we were talking about, like discrimination against? Okay, blacks have it worse. Is that what you want?
No, they're discriminated against in real life, but on stage they have an advantage because they're clearly black. When a comic says I'm a Jew, first of all, you don't see him in a shower in fucking Auschwitz. So it's like. So they say,
I'm just go ahead. You're doing great. I know. I'm not.
No, so I'm saying,
you're doing great.
I'm saying, you know, you can't prove you can't prove that you're a Jew, but you don't have to prove that you're black. Yeah, if I say I'm Irish, I look Irish. Right. But are the Irish suffering? Black people are still quote unquote suffering. But when you go up on stage, they know you're black. When Hannibal Buress goes up on stage, you're like, what is this guy going to talk about? He's black, and he's extremely black, and you buy it. You buy it immediately.
Is it funny? I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's very good. When you go up on stage at Last Comic Standing, I've always said when you go up on stage at Last Comic Standing, when you're doing that 10-second walk to the mic on stage, they should already know your act by the time you start talking. That's how it is. You should be a fat black woman with a limp, because then they know what you're going to say. Oh, sure. Oh, girl. Right, there ain't no men out there. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. So when you go up there, they don't know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah. So I think what Kevin's saying is you need to get yourself one of those like rainbow tank tops and like a pair of hot
like
pants.
Mateo Lane. Do you know Mateo Lane?
I'm not familiar.
Well, you can't see, but his Instagram is fucking ridiculous. He posts a picture, gets like 10,000 likes.
Is he gay?
Like I like it twice. I have an alt account, so I can give it 2 likes.
He posts naked pictures on Instagram.
Right.
No, not naked, no shirt on.
No, his ass.
I mean, he works out.
Yeah, he'll do like a side.
He's also
he's fucking gorgeous.
He's also very funny. He's so talented.
He's a great comic. Yeah, I say to him, I go, what are you doing? He comes off stage. He's wearing like skinny jeans. I go, and a tight shirt. I go, please. I go, you're already funny. Like, what do you want people to just like come up and suck your cock? Like, lick your balls while you're on stage? And he goes, that doesn't happen. Gay guys aren't into my comedy. I go, yeah, they are, because the whole audience loves his comedy. He's very talented.
Frank was saying that gay
guys aren't into our comedy. Mateo and I have talked about it plenty of times.
I'm sure it's true.
You can do it eventually. You learn how to deal with it a little bit.
I'm sure it's true, but he's very good looking, right? And he's very attractive on stage.
Yeah, but that makes it harder.
Can you play piano?
It makes it harder, exactly. My dick is hard talking about it.
If somebody's attracted to you, they're less likely to laugh at you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
What?
Yeah, if
I think so.
I thought if you make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything.
That's why Sarah Silverman used to always just wear like jerseys and T-shirts and jeans, to, like downplay it, so that people could laugh at her comedy and not just want to fuck her.
Exactly.
You know?
Who would want to fuck her?
Why? Didn't you?
More than once.
I thought you took her out and stuff like that.
I took her out, all right. If that's what you say when you take a girl's virginity.
Yeah, it was like,
hey, mama, hey.
Yeah, it was like the last of Carrie. There's fucking buckets of blood everywhere. So now
I took her out, all right.
Do you tour?
I mean, if I get gigs, I don't get I get road work, but I don't tour.
Okay. You tour with that elephant cock of yours?
Yeah. I tour
you do a tour of Harrisburg and
takes it around.
Allow me to whip this thing out.
Mm-hmm. Now for the end of the show.
Yeah. So do you make a living doing comedy?
No.
Okay. So what do you do?
No, I do voiceovers.
That's cool.
I do acting stuff.
You have a mellifluous voice.
Thank you. I don't know what mellifluous means.
Well, it means
I make money doing comedy.
I don't know if I'm gay, but I want to touch his beard.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much it would take to make enough money to pay my rent doing comedy. I don't know. It's just until I get some. It's a lot of money.
It depends what your rent is.
I live on 45th Street.
Patton Oswalt money.
Actually, Lewis Black lives across the street from me.
Oh yeah, I see him all the time.
Lewis Black lives across the street.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Well, he.
I thought you lived in Williamsburg.
Oh, I sublet the other thing out. It's a long story.
Okay, fair enough. Huh, cool.
Shout out.
Shout out to illegal subletting. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Louis Block is. I see him. He's
Why does he live all the way up there?
On 45th Street, Louis Black.
145th?
No,
45th.
Oh, 45th.
Right by
45th and where?
Right by Private Eyes. Shout out, new sponsor.
Yeah, by Private Eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he lives on the west
Yeah.
side. Oh, he's probably lived there a long time.
I dialed
then.
the number on my phone and I handed it to my niece.
Why?
Private Eyes, just to see what would happen.
And
What happened?
I took it back and I said, "Are you open on Christmas?" And the guy was really nice. He said, "No, on Christmas. We are open on Christmas Eve until 8:15."
There you go. 8:15.
8:15. Private
so
Eyes.
specific?
That's not true.
That is true. I swear on everyone that's
No,
dead
we
in my
used to.
family.
Me and Attell used to go to Private Eyes on Christmas Eve,
8:15.
just because they were miserable and we would have an advantage over them. No, we would go and they were all
What do you mean
sad.
An advantage, like easy to have sex with?
No, because they always like to intimidate you because they're hot and you're losers, and it's like, who's the loser now? Being a whore on Christmas Eve. So we would go to Private Eyes, then we would go over to
fuck with
Flash
those
Dancers.
girls.
No, we would fuck with them. Of course, they're fucking
I see them smoking
whores.
cigarettes outside. They have eyes on either side of their fucking head, like a python. Those girls are tough.
They're not human. They're not human.
Those girls are tough.
They pretend they like you and they don't.
Yeah, how dare they?
That's not nice.
They do that human sushi thing where they lay naked and you can eat sushi off their body. Ugh.
Where?
They do that. Still?
You know where the Hotel Carlisle is? The Hotel Carter.
Yeah,
I mean?
Bobby Short.
No, I meant the Carter. The Carter Hotel. Different. Yeah.
Are they totally naked in a place like Private Eyes? Like
No,
totally?
they got to keep their bottoms on.
They keep the bottom
yeah,
on.
when there's
Gotta
But do
keep
they
your
like pull
twat
it to
covered.
do they like pull it to the side like in Porky's? And
Yeah, they
stuff
can
and
do
show
it in
to
the
you?
private room. They can do whatever
Sure.
whatever they
Yeah.
want.
And do they like? Does anyone have sex? Like, does anybody like touch them? more?
I have. Yeah,
Do they?
I have lots of
They
What do you
friends.
do.
think? You think why you think
Like-
they're open because they don't let you touch their bad places?
Yeah, you can definitely get laid in the
What
champagne
about
room.
like? Are you more likely to be able to like? Go like really like pretty far with the hands if it's like Bronx or Queens.
Yes.
Like with the
Yeah,
Russian-
absolutely.
Are they more likely to be Russian and stuff in the Bronx? And
Yeah, Queens has a
Probably
lot of.
stop pretending that you're not straight.
I know, no kidding.
Yeah, right.
I
You're
wanna
blowing
know
your
if they're
cover.
nervous
This
about
guy
it.
knows.
No, you'll see. Like, I can't go to those clubs because I'm scared. Like, that's a gay kid. Like, there are gay aspects that you can't
I
see.
went to
I'm afraid of the gentleman's clubs.
One of my best friends, who's my daughter's godfather, he's gay, and I took him to a gay, not gay club, strip club.
One of my
in,
best friends
in Atlanta.
Okay.
Well, he's my daughter's father-in-law. We were
The
roommates.
Claremont Lounge with the old
No,
people?
where they Blondie smashes the
Yeah, I
beer in
went
their
there.
tit. I've been there too. But no, the Pink Pony, a new sponsor. And I take him there, and he walks in, and he said the gayest thing. We go, and he goes, "Oh, look at her shoes."
No, yeah,
I'm like,
in
she has
Queens and Bronx, they get pretty rough out
Yeah,
there.
it
They
gets-
let you do
it's
anything.
pretty
They don't
wild.
care. Because they don't get the guys,
You're not
big
getting Wall Street,
spenders,
right.
so
Yeah.
they got to earn their money.
No, it's
That's
just
why you
a-
respect them,
Yeah,
Right.
some Ecuadorian guy hanging drywall all day, and then goes and has a Corona light, and comes in his pants.
You really painted a picture.
Cathartic.
Yeah.
At
I got
one
it.
point.
Listen, it's like four.
No,
and some-
I'm leaving. I'm
I
leaving.
gotta go.
We're gonna do Patreon. Do we have time?
Yeah.
Patreon, $20 donations. Okay, the Patreon thing is this quickly. The Patreon thing is this. This show again is not Patreon. Next week is my birthday, May 2nd, and we're gonna do our first. Next week will be our first premium content Patreon first episode. And we're like 30 behind Bobby Kelly, so don't embarrass me for my birthday. Let's get ahead of Bobby Kelly for my birthday next week for Patreon. It's $3 minimum.
You know what, dude? You bet $3.
You get all the bonus. You get all the bonus episodes, which is going to be basically. I talked about it last week. I just want to say it's very simply because I don't want to make shitty bonus content where we're just sitting around fucking. Blowing Frank.
You could do
know what I mean?
nudes, nude bonus. I would go bonus.
But I really what I want to do is like all the people that signed up for Patreon already. I want to make it worthwhile for them. You know what I mean? If I just be like, hey, thanks for signing up. Now you're not gonna get nothing.
Right.
You get
And
two
I don't-
shows a month. You get 2 extra shows a month.
Yeah, and also I don't want to. I don't want to put out too much content and just have it fucking.
Right,
Just
we-
bullshit.
we-
I'll show my dick if someone gives you $200.
Wow.
We'll have you on Kumia and you can show your dick. We can have a dick off with you
I
and
love
Brian.
that. Yeah, I need to get fluffed by Allie. So Allie still work there? She can fluff me?
You might want it from
I
Garrett.
fucking see.
instead.
That's a job I would
Garrett's
look into.
Garrett's got some tongue. I heard.
Oh, does he really? Okay, good. Right,
How do you get a fluffer job?
around the world?
I don't know that that's
It's all
really-
Craigslist.
A
Get
fluffer?
good at it. That's how you get it.
I could do
like
it.
anything.
Hey,
gotta be good at it.
word of mouth. Get it?
I was gonna say practice.
You got to be an apprentice first.
An apprentice?
All right,
Yeah,
so what
yeah,
do we
you
got?
gotta-
What do we
Union
got?
gig.
Okay, yeah, let's read off
These
some.
are the $20 or higher.
All right. shout out to Sarah Klassen.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah's the best. Sarah from Canada.
Yeah. Hello.
Sarah from Canada. Lawrence Kidder.
Hi, Lawrence. Thank you very much.
I know him.
Chris, just plain Chris.
Just
no,
Chris.
no.
I think Lawrence
no,
Kidder was like, you don't have to
last
make
name.
any more jokes about my last name.
Yeah.
So thanks for not.
David Perez.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, muchas gracias.
Antoine Green.
Hey, thanks.
Grange.
Hello there.
Antoine
Thank you.
Grange.
Antoine.
Why? Because he's black?
I think
Is he
Antoine's a
Antoine?
black name. Yeah, it's
Couldn't he
gotta
be
be.
French or something?
I don't.
French
maybe.
Canadian?
Merci beaucoup.
Donovan James
All right.
Coburl.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
he's,
like
he's a long time.
Oh, Limp Lenny Marcus is
Hey,
actually a $20.
Oh, good for him.
Wow, I'm not going to say the person's real name. Gladwell Ape.
Gladwell. I'm not
shit.
going to do it. I'm not going
Really,
to make the
no.
joke.
Enough said about that.
I love your planet.
Enough said about that.
You damn dirty ape.
John Robinson.
All right. Hey, what are you lost in space or something?
Ryan Pierce.
Yeah, a piercing nipple joke again.
You already did it.
I know. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
No, if we already did it, you don't have to do it again.
Okay, fair enough.
David Sweeney.
All right.
And-
What are you, the demon barber of Fleet Street?
You already did him, too.
Well, it's just,
Sweeney Todd and whatever.
yes, that's all we got.
And Robert Windensham.
No, what's his real name?
Hey, wait.
Windensham.
What do you
That
live in?
sounds a real sham of a name.
Hey, what do you live in Downton Abbey or something?
Right?
Hello, I'm Windensham here. Hello.
So if you want Brian to make hilarity out of it,
Oh man,
instant gold out of your name.
expensive
podcast
yard.
gold.
All right, I gotta go pick up my kids and shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody.
That's so gross. Thank you for doing the show. Thank
Thanks
you.
for
And shout out
having
to
me.
the Patreons who
Yeah.
are too cheap to go to $20. I'm kidding, of course.
Oh, of course.
But but again, I want to get ahead of Bobby Kelly. We just want to have fun. $3,
All right,
If
all
you're
right.
considering that we've one guy goes there. Free, you're doing Patreon after 114 episodes. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Right.
I'm skin and bone.
Right.
I don't even eat anymore. Like, what do you want from me?
Can't
Like,
even afford-
I'm asking for $3. If you divide $3 to buy 114 episodes, that's like one less than a cent. I don't even know what the math is.
Right.
But it's weak.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like less than a fucking like 3 cents an episode. You don't have that. I said it before. I'll say it again. If you don't have $3, get off your phone. Get a fucking job.
Right.
Stop podcasting. Stop
Right.
listening to podcasts.
Right.
Get do a sex cam, anything. Who don't have $3?
Or just send
Who
one.
don't have $3?
Or just send raisin bread.
Raisin
Oh yeah,
bread.
you
Right.
could just mail us
mail
raisin bread to the comic shop.
Kevin
us a-
Brennan 666. Kevin Brennan 666 on Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pete at the Funny Stop.
Yep, thank you,
Last
Pete.
week I forgot to tell you I got pulled over by police when I was there. Speaking of, I think he thought I was drunk because I was driving at night. I was
maybe,
driving
yeah.
at night. So yeah, so I know what it's like to be gay.
Right, you do.
No, because you drive at night, they assume you're
Wait,
drunk.
would you have to
and then
stick
the guy goes, you can't blame me. You did have bloodshot eyes. I go, I'm Irish.
Right.
That's how we are. We get tired. We get sad.
Frank, do you
it's
have
late at night. I've been up since 6 a.m. doing motherfucking radio.
Yeah.
You dirty pig.
Right. Do you have any? One of you social media? What do you got?
Frankaholic on Instagram and
Oh, I love that.
Fat Pig on iTunes. My
I
podcast.
love it.
Yeah, that's good.
How about Twitter?
Frank Liotti, Liotti.
Oh, yeah, I know you're on Twitter. Shout out to Mateo Lane. Mateo Lane, I mean, if I was in a jail with him, it wouldn't take long.
No.
He would do
Before you cave.
Yeah, he would do. He
Like
would
Columbus
do,
Day
He
weekend.
would do one of his bits about his growing up gay. I would be like, I would
his
fucking,
ass.
I would go right to mud pie.
Yep.
Out of respect. She's got a great ass.
Give me the
great
juice.
ass. I know my wife's
I'd
gonna be
make
like, you spend too much time with Taylor Lane. I don't give a fuck. It's a shout out to gay people and gay ass.
Yep.
He's got don't he have a beautiful muscular ass?
It's not even the gay person who's in your studio. My ass isn't that bad. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah,
be
what's he?
yeah, I gotta
Chopped
see your
liver?
Instagram.
I'm like fucking Queen's Gentlemen's Club instead of
Yeah,
Mateo Lane.
right,
who's private.
right.
yeah, you'll work harder, right?
Y'all work harder now.
He's Sapphire.
For less.
You're Sapphire. He's
Less.
Sapphire, and you're out by the airport.
Golden Fingers.
Right, exactly.
What is it?
Hey, I'm not going to
Tender
get this.
Trap.
I'm not going to get
He's
this in
on
other.
169th Street and Northern Boulevard.
Oh, look at you.
You can hear that from me.
Yeah, exactly. Thug on the download, nigga.
Yeah.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Brian McCarthy interview show, and
Nobody cares.
Everyone cares.
Oh, people are loving the Brian McCarthy
I'm gonna
interview
listen.
show.
Yeah, thank you very
I
much.
will.
They're
Yeah.
They're tweeting me.
Really?
about
Oh
it.
no,
They're
cool.
saying
Yeah,
Brian's
People
almost.
love him.
Adam's almost up to 100 followers.
Yeah,
on
almost
Twitter.
got 100
he's
followers.
getting there.
Add
Yeah.
Adam
Yeah.
Hiniker.
He's the tortoise and the hair of twittering. Just
I'm
everybody
both the
else-
tortoise and the
hair.
hair.
Exactly. Right. Well, what are you, a barber or something? And then at Brian P. McCarthy on Twitter, Brian McCarthy Interview Show, Brian McCarthy Comedy on Facebook, Brian McCarthy Interview Show on Facebook, Brian Patrick. Such hard. All right. You're a fine-looking big fat faggot. Oh, I love you. Oh, let me eat your shit pipe.
Over and out, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.